Welcome to Slingin Books, Talkin Shop with Matt and Josh from Yousellcomics. Yousellcomics is a new multi-vendor marketplace for selling comics, slabs, omnis, trades, and more. Yousellcomics never charges commission on any sale. Sell for as low as $5.99 a month, $5.99 a month, or run your own auctions for $15.99 a month. Sign up now for 3 months free trial at Yousellcomics.com. This episode's probably gonna be like 8 hours long. There's lots
19 hours long.
There's a lot to talk about. San Diego Comicon happened this past weekend, but first, we have finally both seen Thor. So
Yes.
spoilers for next 10 minutes.
Spoilers.
Ow, that hurt my ears.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Okay. So 3, 2, 1, go.
I liked it. I didn't think it was like amazing.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was very good.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was very fun.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely we agreed about this before I even saw it. And I had asked you if it was almost too wacky. And you said that this is probably the amount of level of wackiness you want to see from Thor, and then like maybe we can try to do something different. And I would agree 100%. I really enjoyed how they did the arc with him, and kind of explaining that he started out as a kid and now he's raising a kid, which is really cool.
Yeah.
It's just weird that the film almost felt, and I don't know if this is because of the way that like COVID happened, so maybe they filmed some stuff earlier and then some stuff later on or whatever. But it did feel kind of like the film was oddly like pieced together.
Well, they did film during COVID, so
Right. So I feel like it almost felt like in not the best way, that like the film had pieces coming from all different aspects, that it didn't like fully come together as much as it could have. Now, is this because 90 different special effects companies worked on the same movie and it doesn't look the exact same?
Did you notice that? Did you notice that too in the credits?
Holy mackerel! So Matt said to me, when you go and see it, obviously stay for the credits and watch. How many people are involved in special effects? And I said, yeah, of course, there's gonna be a lot. He's like, no, and there was a fuck ton, man. Oh my god, I thought that credit roll wasn't gonna end. After a couple of seconds, I was like, holy fuck. And wasn't that just a few of the studios? Because some of the other studios had their own role, I think, right? Like their own title, and then
yeah. So it seemed to me like literally over 20 companies did different visual effects.
I feel like it had to have been around that.
Which is back in the day of 2016, it was like maybe 3.
You know what? I'm gonna go a little bit farther back than that. I'm gonna say like 2000 between like 2010 and like 2013, 2014. Yeah, I would agree that it was like 3 or 4 main companies.
Yeah.
And now,
and you can tell the difference. The shot of those cruise liners, Jesus, that was brutal.
I don't understand why. I mean, I do understand why they're relying on so many VF, special effects shots. It's because they can save money.
Yeah.
But I do truly think that the era of blockbuster movies being more coercive, more cohesive, yeah. Still really tired. I feel like that time is almost gone because of how far special effects has come and the amount of money that they save when they do it. Like it's just, it's now worked into the budget, right? Like it's not like either we show 4 different landscapes of a universe you've never seen before, or we go to New Zealand once and take a couple of shots, and it's like, fuck, like that makes sense, right? Like we would have never. I don't think we would have ever seen, that same shot from the comics of him on like the ice world or whatever, seeing the
Yeah,
giant god that's dead.
Yeah.
I don't think we ever would have saw that if it was, 2012.
On set. Yeah.
Yeah. Or on set. Yeah. Cause like, I
Yeah.
mean, they would have had to build
More
something, but
sets. Yeah.
yeah, I feel like we wouldn't have gotten that. You know what I mean? Like the money would have been spent elsewhere, probably, paying Tom Hiddleston or something or whatever.
So I love Taika, but I feel like his time's done. I'm kind of like, okay, let's go now to more serious Thor.
Mm-hmm.
I'm really just like Christian Bale was great in it as Gore, but I'm really disappointed in how he was used.
Yeah, I
He
feel
had
that
maybe like 3 scenes, and he killed one god. He's Gore the God Butcher, and you don't get that sense of like, so Zeus, that scene with Zeus, like, he's not going to get in here and kill us, but he's killing thousands of, well, we don't, like, how do you know that? Who's seen Gore killing all these gods?
Yeah.
Except for the one that Thor showed up on that planet was Sif, which was an awkward scene. Like, I don't know if it was dialogue or something, but I just felt like that scene was super awkward.
Yeah. I felt like there was a few scenes that were awkward.
Yeah.
In the movie, and I don't know if it's because on Thor Ragnarok, a lot of the crew and everything said that Taika was amazing and working with him was awesome, and it's like being at a playground or whatever, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's great. That's fucking awesome. But I think when it comes to maybe realizing those certain situations where the scene isn't working or something's not whatever, for a different director to be like, okay, maybe this isn't working, let's change up something or do whatever. I think maybe Taika just kind of looked at that and was like, we did 2 takes, this is the best one, like, let's go with it, let's roll with it, you know what I mean?
So
And it's just like,
they also filmed 4 hours though, and he cut 2 of it out, like, and he also said we'll never see a director's cut because director's cuts suck. So I don't know. I want to see those other 2 hours.
I'm interested to see what they maybe shot.
Yeah, like I'm super bummed that Christian Bale got 3 major scenes.
Yeah,
and now he's gone. That's it. That's it for.
Yeah. And he smashed it. He smashed it out. Of the park. He fucking killed it. And like, I actually really enjoyed the beginning of the movie, and like, they gave him his backstory. It was good. I liked how it all started out. I'm not exactly sure how it happens in the comics, but that's what you're here for, Matt.
Yeah, no, he loses his family and then gets
right, and it was pretty close, right? It was pretty close to that.
Yeah. But they really could have shown other worlds with other gods, with people worshiping them and them
getting absolutely destroyed.
Yeah, or sitting there like, let's see what this god of this world has done wrong to deserve this, or like, because not I mean, technically not all gods are malevolent, some are benevolent, so let's was he killing those ones too, or just all of them? Like, and we could have seen like we definitely could have seen more of that.
That would have been nice.
Jane Foster's story arc was good.
I liked it. I wasn't mad.
It was the cancer stuff was well-ish done. Mm-hmm. The Korg thing was funny.
Yep.
The ode to Dwayne Johnson at the end was hilarious.
Yeah, it was amazing. He had the mustache and everything.
Yeah.
Killed me.
And Dwayne. Yeah, it was good. It wasn't the best Thor. It was like, but I'm done with non-serious Thor, at least for a while.
Yeah. I think I'm good.
And they could do like an old Thor storyline next. Him being, I know they kind of pushed off that being the king of Asgard, but they could do an old Thor storyline.
Of course.
In the future. Yeah, good but not great is my like final take on it. Good but not great.
Yep. I would agree, and I'm sad that we didn't get to see the goats getting slaughtered.
Yeah, that was like when Korg said we could eat them. I'm like, wicked. There's gonna be a scene where he's chewing on a leg, and Thor comes in like, "What are you doing?" They grow back. They grow back, bro. right?
Yeah. They go Brock, bro.
Anyways, that was kind of fun.
Yeah.
I'm sure that's on the cutting room floor. Okay, so spoilers are done with. I'll just wave at the screen. No more spoilers for now. Let's go on to why Marvel's a bad company.
And we still go and see their movies.
Yeah. So Marvel Studios under fire for paying comic creators as little as $300 for using their characters for film and TV. The trade explains that writer Devin Grayson and artist J.G. Jones anticipated being paid $25,000 each for Belova's big screen debut. That's what the special character agreement they signed with Marvel said anyway, but the small print tells a different story. It turns out that the amount is split between creators and is simply the maximum they can receive. As a result, they only got $5,000 each. The deal states that they would also get $2,000 for an episode of TV over 30 minutes and $1,000 for an episode of TV 30 minutes or less. For an action figure, it's $5,000 for one figure released in a single year, $10,000 for two, $25,000 for three. Or in video games, it's a maximum of $30,000 between all creators. All creators, interesting. Unfortunately, it sounds like Marvel has a number of questionable, albeit legal, tactics to lessen what they pay creators. For example, they classify any character with less than 15% of screen time a cameo, meaning the Winter Soldier only had a cameo in Captain America Civil War. What the fuck? The same applies to Steve Rogers in Avengers Infinity War.
What?
Yeah, it's like the publisher clearinghouse sweepstakes. You could win $1 million, but you won't. Having spoken to a number of creators, Marvel's financial offerings seem a bit of a bait and switch. They throw out a large number, then little by little they whittle it down to the actual payout. So Grayson received for Yelena's appearance in Hawkeye $300 per appearance after the split. Yikes. So this is a pretty standard tactic in Hollywood. All of the Hollywood studios do this too. Yeah. For years, Lord of the Rings told Peter Jackson they never made any money. So Peter Jackson had to sue. Yeah. The Lord of the Rings never made any money.
Yeah, that estate didn't make a dime.
I also wonder, I figure someone should go through and wonder, maybe someone, I'm not advocating for hacking because that's a bad idea, but I wonder if there's an email somewhere to a show creator saying, you have to keep her appearance at 14% of screen time, because if you go over to 16%, then we owe this much. Like, if that's really affecting the writing and narrative of a show, of how much screen time a character gets by how much they have to pay the creator, it's fucking bullshit. Like, that doesn't lend to the story at all. Like, write the story and figure out the money later. I
bet 100%. No, not 100%.
This is happening?
I'm gonna say 99%. I 99% believe that this has happened.
Yeah, that's pretty shitty of Feige to do that if he's the one in charge of this. Well, he is. Well, I
mean, I think
there's no way he doesn't. There's no way he doesn't know about this.
Right. Whether this him was and accounting are pretty close. They're probably pretty close.
Although I kind of wonder. So, Ike Perlmutter was the guy and head of TV for a while, but also a head of comics. Mm-hmm. I wonder if these were the deals that they were signing with Perlmutter, and Feige had no control over it at the time. Because, Belova's not a new character. She's been around for a while. Same with Captain America. Like, they signed new deals, but when they signed the new deals, was it before Feige took over the MCU entirely, or he still had to deal with Perlmutter having his hands in?
I'm not sure.
Because, for the longest time, Perlmutter wouldn't allow for a Black Widow solo movie because he hates women, right? I don't know. I'd like the full story on who created these contracts, who's still enforcing them, and whether Feige is like, yeah, I'm fine with it, or he would like to change it, and maybe he has to work with whoever the president of Marvel is now. I don't know. Right. Actually, I don't know who's the president of Marvel Comics president. Who is it now?
I have no idea.
He's president of both? He oversees both now?
What the hell?
Marvel Studios. And so, yeah, that's not what I asked. I asked Marvel Comics. Maybe, this still says Civil Cinematic Universe. Perlmutter. I know Ike Perlmutter was. Oh, is he not ousted yet? Oh, he is. He's the chairman and former CEO. Marvel Entertainment. Oh, it still says Perlmutter's chairman. Oh, Feige is CCO. Dan Buckley as president. Buckley. One of those guys is creating the contracts.
Yeah.
Okay. So Dark Crisis on Infinite Earths is now official. There's been a couple comics in the event series called Dark Crisis after the death of Justice League. Now it's being rolled into, has the official title of Dark Crisis on Infinite Earths, a sequel to the original Crisis on Infinite Earths by George Perez and Marv Wolfman. I have the couple issues of this and I haven't got to it yet. There's a big stack behind me of stuff I'm getting through reading. But we have some covers here for Dark Crisis on Infinite Earths number 5. Booster Gold, Blue Beetle,
wow.
Aquaman. Oh, that one's cool.
Damn, that one's really cool. Who's he got in the? Who's that?
I don't know. I mean, I probably should recognize Helmet, but I don't.
Yeah.
Weird.
Yeah.
That one's nice too with the casket. Yeah. So there's some 1 in 25s, 1 in 100s. Comes out October 4th.
Nice.
Okay, new Star Trek series launches in October with Benjamin Sisko and Data. Sweet.
Ooh.
Captain Benjamin Sisko and Data return to Star Trek alongside Talir and Sato in the new Star Trek ongoing series launching in October by IDW. This takes place after Sisko went into he got his powers at the end of DS9. If he went through the Bajoran wormhole and kind of became omnipotent, but his godhood is failing with every minute. Sent by the prophets on a mission to the deepest parts of space aboard the USS Theseus, he witnesses the unthinkable. Someone is killing the gods, and only Sisko and his motley crew of Starfleet members from every era of Trek can stop them. Yeah, that sounds fun. A lot of people, I don't know, people are split on DS9, but I was as a kid, like I hated it because it was a much more serious tone and philosophical. But now there are some amazing episodes of DS9. Okay. Jim Lee confirms there are no plans to continue the Snyderverse. He said he had a good quote here. I forget what it was. You know, what's amazing is that we spent 2 years in lockdown and here we are back at convention celebrating the art form. I work on projects that are in development, and so I think the Snyder Cut was Zach's vision realized, and it was really satisfying story told. But there are no plans for additional work on that material. So I was happy to help contribute to pitch for the other stuff. It was kind of fun to actually see that stuff get out there because I did that years ago. I actually thought it had been erased, but they had kept it in storage. So Jim Lee, president of DC, says Snyderverse is dead.
Nay.
Now I'm sure he's been canceled by all the Snyderverse bots.
Yeah, he's got to be done. Like, there's, I don't know. I'm just like, I don't think his career is done, but like, no, but Snyder.
Oh, you mean Snyder? Not I meant Jim Lee. I thought.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah.
Now that Jim Lee said the Snyderverse is dead, he'll get eaten by the bots.
Oh, right. Are they even active still? Come on.
Well, you'd have to ask Zack Snyder.
I know. I guess him and Ray.
Okay. Star Wars: High Republic #1 is in the Dark Horse Comics October 22 solicits. Ooh. Dark Horse is taking over from IDW for Adventures and High Republic one shot. Oh, written by Claudia Gray. She's a very good Star Wars writer. On the ancient world of Angkord, the Force works in mysterious ways when a pair of Jedi arrive on a mysterious world seeking ancient artifacts of the Force. I assume it's they quickly find more than they were bargaining for. But what is this mysterious Echo Stone? And what does its existence mean for the continued survival of all those who called Angkor home? Excuse me. It comes out October 19th. Here's some more Dark Horse solicits. Night of the Ghoul #1. Hellboy in Love. Leonide the Vampire.
I had a friend who read those. She said they enjoyed them.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Castle Full of Blackbirds. BPRD. Ranges of Divide 2. That's great. The Shaolin Cowboy. Funny Creek, Double Walker, Criminal Macabre, Count Crowley, Minor Threats, Shock Shop. It's a tongue twister. Manor Black. So yeah, those are Dark Horse lists for October. Look out for new Star Wars.
I think Jenny Zero was at the bottom of that one.
Comic-Con 2022 reports the new Riddler Year 1 preview released. So they're releasing a book based on Paul Dano's Riddler, his Year 1.
That's kind of fun.
Yeah, so they announced they were working on a book focusing on the early days of Riddler when the Batman was released. Let's see. In the new preview, we get to see the cover for the comic as well as some of the key art. Check out here. The Batman has been out for a few months now, and the film is still being digested by fans.
That's true.
Yeah, no announcement this San Diego Comicon about the Batman 2. Nothing.
I think they're probably going to save that for the end of the year, if not at the beginning of next year.
Oh, WB does have their own thing too. I wonder if it's going to be for that.
I hope not.
Their own conference.
Fuck.
DC Universe something or other. Anyways.
Oh, that one.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah.
Also at SDCC.
Oh, DC Fandom. That's what it is. Yeah.
They released the first picture of X-Men 97. Magneto looking different from.
Oh
92.
wow! I didn't see the picture. I only saw like a back. Oh yeah.
So obviously they kept the same art style. Spoilers if you don't know what happened at the end of 92. Professor Xavier went off to space with the Landra and the Shi'ar Empire and left Magneto to run the school. So this is where we're picking up from.
Insane.
It's weird we didn't have a trailer because I feel like this comes out. Oh no, never mind. It's fall 2023. I thought it was. Wait, no. Was that? I thought it was this year.
That's next year.
Son of a bitch. I thought it was this year. Oh yeah, streaming on fall. Oh, we have to wait a whole nother year.
Yeah.
God damn it. Okay.
It'll take forever to animate that show.
Yeah.
That
okay,
9 teams. 9 different companies.
Okay, so we're gonna do Marketplace and Keys of the Week now.
Yeah.
Keys of the Week. Your top 10.
Okay, top 10 has changed quite a bit from last week.
Whoa.
Given San Diego Comic-Con news. 8 Billion Genies is still there, but we have Black Adam number 2, which is the first appearance of White Adam.
That's sick.
That is a 1 in 50 cover, or 1 in 150 foil variant, but this is also just, I think, a 1 in 50.
Amazing.
Reprint of Spawn number 1 with Todd McFarlane's signature. Daredevil 227. This is where Kingpin learns Daredevil's identity. Black Panther number 4 has the first appearance of somebody. First appearance of Midnight Angel. 8 Billion Genies, the Avengers with the cover appearance of Kang. Dungeons and Dragons, because we got a trailer from them. What actually looks.
Yeah.
You know what? It's kind of comic. The trailer actually looked pretty good.
It was all right.
I'm not a huge Dungeons and Dragons fan per se, but I actually it looked like they incorporated things like from Dungeons and Dragons, like that when he opens the chest and the hand comes out in the maze.
Yeah,
like,
lots
okay,
of
that's
stuff.
totally
Yeah, they definitely brought in a lot of cool stuff.
Marvel Secret Wars number 1, Black Cat Infinite Destinies number 1, and Tales of Suspense. I assume this is the first appearance of MODOK, which we now know is going to be in Ant-Man.
Yes.
First appearance of MODOK. That's pretty cheap for first appearance. It's got to be. Oh, there's a lot of. It's like a good grade.
Yeah.
Very fine. Very good. Fine. 174.
Damn.
Yeah.
Wow. Look at that. A159. Fuck. 6.
I wonder who's gonna be the voice of MODOK.
Yeah, it's kind of a bummer because they separate all those shows, right? So, like, technically, Patton Oswalt is
The voice of MODOK.
no, but he's technically the voice of Pip, right?
Yeah.
Because at the end of Eternals, Star Fox and Pip.
Yeah.
So in the MCU, he's Pip, but wasn't he also somebody, not MODOK, but wasn't he somebody else? In the MCU, he voiced somebody else. Oh my god, I got
so many movies, it's hard to tell.
There's only been 94.
Yeah. Okay. Actually, I believe there's a Secret Wars 9.4 up on the Yousellcomics site if you want to buy it. Okay. Keys of the week in stores today and tomorrow at your local comic shop. Amazing Spider number 6, first appearance of Sinister Adaptoid, a being equipped with the powers of Sinister Six. So he gets all the powers. No need for the Sinister Six anymore. You just need one guy. Someone from Spider-Man's past has captured Sinister Six and used them to create the Sinister Adaptoid, not making it clear if it's a version of the existing Super Adaptoid or a fully new creation. It's a milestone issue number 900. Batman One Dark number 3. I think that's the conclusion of it. It's been pretty good so far. Ant-Man number 1. First appearance of new Ant-Man from the year 2549. Ooh, that'd be interesting. Book of Shadows number 1. Shadow Man, Punk Mambo, Eternal Warrior, and Dr. Mirage unite against X-Arch-Fane, a terrifying ancient threat. Blink number 1. A girl is haunted by a childhood she can't remember until a website streaming close-circuit footage of rooms. An abandoned building causes memories to emerge. It's weird. They have Hollows number 1. A scientist attempts to find a cure for humanity in dystopian Japan, where spectral, once human husks prey on the unfortunates who couldn't find salvation in the skyscraper-like trees that now dominate the decimated landscape.
Damn.
Magic Order number 1, 6-issue limited series that introduces the Asian chapter of the Magic Order. Ninja Kaiden number 1. An elite soldier is unprepared to take over his deceased father's company and pet. Oh, I wonder if this is okay. The mysterious Kaiden armor, which allows its wearer to see, speak to, and touch ghosts.
Oh, that's
something fun. Is killing the children. 25 40-page milestone issue. Sulfur Wares, a lake-dwelling cryptid species, provides benefits to a small rural community, but also a deadly presence. Vampirilla year 1. There's so many Vampirillas. Wildcards, the drawing of cards number 1. 4-issue revival of George R. Martin's collaborative project that spans 3 decades and more than 25 novels and short stories.
Oh.
DC Mech number 1, 6-issue limited series that takes place in an apocalyptic alternate reality. Detective Comics number 1062, new creative team. Ram V and Raphael Albuquerque. Swamp Thing 15, Solicitation, Enter Trinity, an unprecedented being created by humankind's most destructive moment.
Dope.
Young Justice targets number 1, first appearance of Queen Perdita in the comics. 6-issue series spin-off from the 4th season of the animated Young Justice Phantoms. Gambit number 1, origin of Gambit, specifically his path to becoming an X-Man while teamed up with Storm. Possible first appearance or cameo of Solars. Janice Vell, Captain Marvel number 1, 5-issue limited series. Strange number 4. Oh my god, so many keys this week. Strange number 4, reintroduction of the Shadow Knight, the brother of Mark Spector.
Whoa.
First full appearance of Director Nunn, member of the Blasphemy Cartel. Venom number 9, Identity of Bedlam revealed. Deathstroke 11, variant cover. Harley Quinn variant cover. Sandman Universe Nightmare Country variant cover. And Task Force Z, number 10 variant cover. Sandman comes out in like a week, doesn't it?
Is it that soon? No. What?
Yeah, it comes out like August 5th, I think.
Oh shit. Yeah, August 5th. Fuck.
The trailer they released looked pretty good too.
It looked pretty good. I only read experts from the book. I never read the whole thing. But
I never read any of it, so I'll be totally surprised. Great.
Synopsis sounded amazing and fun to an extent, like in a deathly extent. So yeah, this looks really good.
Okay, more San Diego Comicon news. We're getting a Spider-Man freshman year coming to Disney Plus in 2024. Spider-Man Marvel Studios revealed a ton of new details about a Spider-Man freshman year at Comic-Con, including Season 2 plans, and a first look at characters, villains, and an unexpected revelation. Spider-Man freshman year was showcased at Comic-Con earlier today. And before we get to the good news, we'll start with the bad. Disney Plus animated series will not be set in the MCU. The assumption had been that the show would serve as a prequel to Spider-Man Homecoming, but now we know that is not the case. It's a shame and something of a missed opportunity, but Marvel Studios more than made up for that with some big... Well, I guess Sony owns the rights still, so if they said no, you can't have it do an animated show with the continuity of the MCU. Like, I guess it's up to Sony.
Jesus. Doctor Strange and Daredevil help. Charlie Cox is gonna lend his voice. He's gonna do the voice. Oh man.
Did you just totally read ahead of me?
Sorry, I got excited.
For starters, Norman and Harry Osborn will be in the show, with the former serving as Peter Parker's mentor, Oscorp backing him. The web slinger will don all manner of costumes. Amadeus Cho and Runaways character Nico Manuro will join Peter in high school, while Spidey will be scoring off with some of his most iconic foes. Doc Ock, Chameleon, Scorpion, and Spider-Man will have some backup in the form of Doctor Strange and Daredevil. Charlie Cox will lend his voice to the Man Without Fear, as you can see below. The hero will have a new black costume, but still no DD logo on his chest for some reason. Yeah, weird. Okay.
That sounds weird. Yeah, like a mess.
Yeah, that's weird.
Weird.
So you get some of the villains there.
Huh.
Spider-Man in his different costumes.
It's fun.
Yeah, so that's in 2024. X-Men Extreme returns later this year with the original creative team of Chris Claremont and Salvador Larroca. Announced just a few hours ago at San Diego Comicon, Chris Claremont will reunite with acclaimed artist Salvador Larroca for a brand new Extreme X-Men limited series this November. The pair's bold work on the original series defined 2000's X-Men and introduced groundbreaking elements that have impacted the mutant mythos to this day. Now they're back with a new saga set during their classic run. The series will take place directly after the final issue of Extreme X-Men, with a story arc that promises to have wide-reaching implications for the mutant heroes. A powerful psychic attack on Kitty Pryde from her old enemy Ogun brings the Extreme team back together for a high-stakes mission. But what secret is Ogun hiding? Will even the combined might of Bishop, Sage, Gambit, Rogue, Rachel Summers, Storm, and Wolverine be enough to stop his insidious plan?
Jesus.
So that launches November 30th.
Yeah, that, eh?
It's a cool cover.
Yeah.
Lockheed back there. Okay. Avengers, Jason's there, and Avengers will collide in Avengers Assemble Alpha. So he writes Avengers Forever, and Avengers of 1 million BC. They'll all be coming together in a one-shot. At least it says a one-shot. Yes, a one-shot set to release in November. Announced during Marvel's Next Big Thing panel at Comic-Con. Jason Aaron and artist Brian Hitch are collaborating on Avengers Assemble Alpha, a one-shot that unites Avengers Forever, and Avengers of 1 million BC. What Marvel is billing as the capstone to Jason Aaron's era on Avengers. Fans can expect a conclusion to the multiversal saga that Aaron has been building to since he became a writer. So I imagine that all of those titles will stop now, and Jason will move on to something else. And someone else will restart Avengers with a new writer after this comes out. Coming in November 22. I suppose I should look into Avengers 1 million BC. It never really interested me, but I guess if they're gonna do that, I might as well do that. I mean, I have Marvel Unlimited, so I can just go back and read the digital copies. I just clicked on Kendrick Lamar. I can just go back. How did I even get that?
You Google searched
search. Okay. Thanks, Opera. Yeah. So that's that.
Oh, that's funny.
Okay, so now we're at this took less than 35 minutes to get to the big news.
Hey, not too.
We're going to talk forever fucking about. Okay, so we'll start with phase 5, and then we'll go into phase 6.
God.
Let me take a drink first.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Okay, so Marvel San Diego Comicon announced a bunch of titles for Phase 5 and Phase 6.
So many things.
Do they actually have a shot of... No, they don't.
I didn't even know there was a Secret Invasion
show?
No. Title screen. I didn't see that.
Oh, yeah. Apparently they showed some footage, too. Of course, we didn't get to see
What?
it. Okay, so Phase 5 starts with Secret Invasion. We're already in the middle of Phase 5. I mean, the next one is Black Panther Forever. Wakanda Forever, isn't it? Is that next?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Black Panther.
Okay. So in 2023, we'll also have Guardians of the Galaxy 3, Echo, Loki, Season 2, The Marvels, Blade, Ironheart, and Agatha Covenant of Chaos. I actually really like that title. Some people didn't.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty good.
That's a jam-packed year, but things will even get more exciting in 2024. And I thought this was wrong at first, or like...
I also thought it was wrong.
With an 18-episode order of Daredevil Born Again with Vincent D'Onofrio and Charlie Cox coming back. And when when I read it was 18 orders, I was like, oh, it's 3 seasons of 6. Because that's what Marvel does. They do 6 episodes. No, I saw it directly from Kevin Feige's mouth on the stage because someone filmed it. 1 season is 18 episodes.
Yeah.
Thank you, Marvel. I don't know what to think about that. Like, you could do 9 and 9. 18 is like throwback to mid 2000s CW network.
That's as soon as I saw the number, I was like, oh no. Because I don't know. I'm so about like the 5-6 episode shows, 7 episode shows, but you do one that's like 9.
I suppose we talked about this last
episodes.
Week that there shouldn't be a mandate. Like the show should be as many episodes as it is, so it's good.
Yeah, of course.
And now we're getting. I guess now we're getting our wish of like they.
I don't know about that because you and I both know that if it's going to go the course of where you would anticipate it's going to go, which is probably, I'm going to assume they're going to do like a love story with like Elektra or something, like some dumb shit.
Yeah, dumb.
And that's gonna take 18 episodes.
Why would a love story between Daredevil and Elektra be dumb? Sure, it was not
because we already kind of did it, and I don't want to watch 18 episodes of that again. I don't know. What about you?
I suppose I should go back and watch the Netflix show.
I mean, it was I enjoyed that series. I enjoyed that season. But like I watched it. It was good.
Well, I guess it all depends if they don't recast Elektra. If they don't recast her and use the same actress, then
yeah, I think
they're just they're kind of acknowledging that already happened.
Yeah, I think. Well, some I know the main actors and actresses have signed contracts because I saw that the guy.
Oh yeah, you saw Foggy. Yeah, Foggy's back too.
Yeah, he signed a contract. It did.
Sweet. Okay, so then Captain America: New World Order and Thunderbolts. Although I don't know, I don't know how they're going to deal with Red Hulk, but we'll see. So we're assuming that this is the full slate, though. If that's the case, 2024 won't be quite as busy.
They said they have 6 or 7 unnamed projects
for
that they're
Phase
also doing.
6, though.
I don't know what. Did they specifically say?
Yeah,
Phase 6?
they showed a timeline of Phase 6, and there was a lot of empty spots.
Right. So that's probably the.
But
most
he said
filler.
I'm pretty sure Kevin Feige said the end of Phase 5 would be Thunderbolts. And I don't mind getting less stuff in a year.
Yeah, that's
like
fine.
2023 is going to be almost like every other month there's a Marvel movie or a Marvel show. And how are you going to fit that in with all of my fucking Star Wars stuff too? Like all this.
Yeah, which we don't even have. Yeah, we
Mando season 3, Andor season 2, which I think has already been shot, and Ahsoka and Skeleton Crew. Like Disney Plus is going to be pretty busy.
It's crazy, man.
It's going to be like every other month there's a Marvel or a Disney.
Yeah,
a Marvel or a Star Wars. Okay, so Secret Invasion is coming spring 2023. Guardians of the Galaxy, May 5th, 2023.
And that's new. That's a new title, right? New title.
Volume 3? No, because the last one was Volume 2.
Oh,
you mean the new logo?
Graphic. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I saw a clip of I saw a clip of Kevin Smith. He always does Hall H right after Marvel, which he hates because everyone, like half the place leaves, like files out because. Anyways, he said he was backstage for the Guardians footage because they showed kind of like a trailer, and Kev is. If you watch Kevin Smith, he gets emotional about a lot of things from his childhood, and he said there was a shot of baby Rocket, and he fucking lost it.
Wow.
From the trailer.
No way.
Yeah. So apparently it was a pretty emotional trailer. So I guess like even the crowd said that people were crying from the trailer. So
wow.
I mean it is the end of the Guardians. Like they like Batista said he's done, or at least he's done showing off his top half. Whether Chris Pratt, like I don't know what their contracts are, and they might go somewhere else in space. But they also announced Maria Bakalova. Do you know who she is? She's the daughter in she played the daughter in Borat sequel.
Oh yeah, okay.
She is the voice of Cosmo, the astronaut. The dog.
Oh my god, amazing.
The head of security of Nowhere. So that'll be sweet.
That is so funny.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Okay, so they also announced Echo, which we first met in Hawkeye. She's the deaf assassin. I don't know I don't really know what her. I personally don't know her comic story.
Yeah, I have no idea.
I do know she's involved with Kingpin though. Obviously because the Hawkeye, we could find out that the Kingpin ordered the death of her father. But yeah, so we're getting an Echo series in summer 2023. Loki season 2, which is shooting right now, in summer 2023. So I'm assuming this will be like June, August. So I don't think they'll overlap each other. Blade, which is a cool fucking logo, November 3rd, 2023. Agatha, Covenant of Chaos, which I assume will probably be around. It says winter, but why wouldn't you have it for Halloween?
Yeah, maybe they're gonna think it's like a cozy up next to the fire type of thing.
Oh, yeah,
Get
maybe.
scared. Yeah, I don't know.
And then Captain America New World Order with Sam Wilson. So we know that Anthony Mackie will be back as he took on the mantle. And Daredevil Born Again, like we said, 18 episodes. It's gotta be, but like, look, I'm thinking it's gonna be a 9 and 9 though. Like
maybe we'll get lucky.
Like Stranger Things and Ozark Part 1, Part 2, right?
Maybe we'll get lucky and like some of it'll have to deal with like Vincent's character and they'll go into that maybe a little bit more.
Oh, like back and forth, like a Kingpin episode of Daredevil. Well,
yeah.
Maybe. Well, yeah, I guess if they're gonna, they can't completely ignore.
Yeah. Like
I don't know. Born Again suggests that maybe they're redoing the origin. I don't know. We'll see. And then Thunderbolts ends off in July 26, 2024. I think we all thought Thunderbolts was going to be a show, but
yeah. Well, didn't they originally say that it was going to be a show, and then they're like, you know what, fuck it, we'll make it a movie.
I think that was all of us just talking, the comic community, about it was going to be a show instead of a movie. Okay, so I'm pretty excited for all of it.
Yeah, I would also say so. Secret Invasion, I'm very pumped.
Apparently, the footage they showed of that too was very serious tone. It wasn't like the Koreans, the Skrulls were like, you know, the jokey ones in Spider-Man. It was a serious tone.
That's dope. That's so dope.
Also, Emilia Clarke is in that show.
Yeah,
Daenerys herself.
Yeah. Queen of Dragons.
Yeah, the trailer for House of Dragon looks pretty good. We'll see. And I also, like, off topic, I also like that George Martin has now claimed for sure that the books, the ending of the books, like the books are now the book he's writing right now is totally different than the show. Anyways,
how fun it is.
Yeah, all of this is exciting. for me, anyways.
I think the most thing I'm excited about is probably Secret Invasion, Blade. Yeah.
Yeah, for me, Blade, Guardians, James Gunn is great. And I love Drax. So, and Mantis. Mantis is great too.
Yeah, Mantis makes me laugh. Yeah.
Chris Pratt, I've seen enough of, but
don't worry, we're gonna get him in Mario soon.
Jesus. Yeah, Blade, I'm super stoked about. I also read a rumor, and I don't have this here, but that Anthony Starr is going to be Dracula in Blade.
Shut the fuck up.
That's the rumor going around. Whether it's true or not, I don't know.
If that's man, fuck, I would fuck with that. I would fuck with that big time. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Will we see Scarlet Witch back in Agatha? I don't know. I'm excited for Daredevil and Thunderbolts. New World, Captain America.
I'm excited
Sure.
for it.
Yeah,
It's
like,
interesting
like
how
it's
they're
not
gonna.
it's not my top 3 or whatever, but yeah, all this is probably going to be good. Yeah. Also, something that was missing that's already been previously announced, which I guess maybe has been pushed to Phase 6, is Armor Wars. There's no
Right.
mention of that for Phase 5, even though it's been announced for a very long time. The writer director of the show of Armor Wars came out and said it's definitely happening. So we just
Interesting.
okay. So Phase 6, big reveals here. Fantastic
my God.
Four. It will be in theaters November 8th, 2024, and then to cap the
That's fucking
multiverse.
2 years. 2 years away. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's more like 3 though, because it's at the end of 2024.
2.5.
Yeah. So Fantastic Four, November 2024, and then to cap off what Kevin Feige referred to as 4, 5, and 6 as being the multiverse saga, as 1 through 3 was the Infinity Stone saga. Ends with Avengers in May 2nd, 2025, Avengers the Kang Dynasty, and then only 6 months later, Avengers Secret Wars in November 7th, 2025. And that will end the multiverse saga. They did have a bunch of titles missing. They had summer 2024 and a thing, but nothing. So they're saving stuff for D23 in September. I assume we'll get the rest of the slate then. But
Pretty crazy, I will say. Pretty crazy. Definitely didn't expect them to announce Avengers movies for 2025.
yeah, that was kind of it will be kind of. I mean, the speculation going in, there was all these people saying that, oh, they've registered something called the Mutants, and people are upset.
Yeah, I
that,
saw. Yeah,
people are upset that, not that it wasn't announced, but that, oh, they have gotten rid of, they wokeified the mutants and now there's no X-Men. Okay. Wait till they announce it, and 2, maybe it's an introduction to mutants and not the X-Men per se.
yeah.
People get upset about everything these days. So we also saw a bunch of trailers that they actually released. The 2 trailers were She-Hulk, which comes out the end of next month.
Yes.
Looked a lot better.
Yes, it did.
All around.
Yeah, everything looked better, and the writing seemed better, and that. Not like it mattered. They already shot it, but anyway, what they showed was nice. It seemed a little bit more, decent, a little bit more cohesive together.
Cohesive.
Why do I keep doing that?
I don't know, because you're high.
Ouch.
Yeah, they changed. I like the premise of her defending Emil Blonsky.
Yeah.
As a way to get Abomination back in, and they changed his look they originally changed his look in the background of Shang-Chi, I think.
Yeah.
He was in the cage with Wong, I think.
Yeah.
So he's got that weird fin thing again, which is different than the original Abomination, the Incredible Hulk. But yeah, I like that premise that she's defending him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Looks like Charlie Cox is in it.
Indeed, he is. Flies in at the end of the trailer.
She says they're best friends in the show. It also looks like she'll break the fourth wall, like John Byrne's run.
Yeah, I noticed that. Yeah.
And the CGI looked better-ish.
Yeah,
it's not movie quality, but it's better-ish.
Correct.
Yeah. We also saw Black Panther Wakanda Forever trailer, and oh shit, there was a lot there.
That was probably one of the best trailers I've seen in a while. Like, I watched that and I immediately hit play again. I was, yep, okay, let's go. Like, wow. Like, the sound, everything, man. It's like the shots of, oh my god. The shots of, like, the water. Man.
So the cinematography definitely looks as good, if not better, than what what's her name did with Eternals. There's some good shots in Eternals, but and the trailer didn't give a lot away, actually. Like, we kind of
it didn't like, it's weird.
We kind of like, we know that T'Challa's dead.
Yes.
It also kind of alluded that his mother said she's lost her entire family, so
right.
I assume that's during the blip, though. So that's like a flashback. We get to see Namor and Namora, but we don't really know how they kind of interact with Wakanda, because there's a shot of like military, but I don't know what they're doing in that substation, and like.
So yeah. I read a little. I think I read a little spoily on the internet, because apparently, from my understanding, I didn't know this until I saw the trailer and I started reading comments, that there was I guess a draft of like one of the scripts, I guess, got leaked.
Yeah, and you can stop right there. I don't want to know it. We'll talk about you. We will bring this back up after the movie comes out and see if you're right.
Yeah, we'll see if I was close. But I mean, from what I read, it seemed pretty on the nose for the most, like how it all kind of explains. It's vibranium and shit. Oh
yeah, sure. So I hope though, like, Namor's a huge dick.
He's gonna be a huge dick, dude. And I really, really, really hope that they don't kill him off, because they actually made him look super good in this movie. Like that one scene where he drops down from the fucking sky, but they're in the water.
There's no way that Marvel waited 30 or 40 years whenever they lost the rights for him to kill him off. Like, that's not happening. He's gonna. I expect him to be in Avengers, at least through Wars. As part of the Avengers.
So tasty.
Although, like, so in the comics, he was part of the Illuminati though too. So, although so was Black Panther, and he's dead. So I don't know. So maybe they do.
They're gonna give him his little wings.
Oh, on his feet.
Yeah. Fuck.
Yeah. So that's Avengers: Kang Dynasty. Kevin Feige kind of addressed the concerns of Phase 4 being a little directionless, in that he said essentially from now on all the end credit, mid credit things are going to be super important to the Phase 6, 5, going forward. The last couple of movies, have been like, it doesn't really push the ball forward. But he said, going forward, well, because Black Panther's next, right? So those are going to start pushing the envelope forward towards Kang.
Oh, mama!
Also, Kang's the main villain in Ant-Man: Quantumania. So
yes,
so we know he's So I guess.
Did they show a trailer for that? I thought they said that they showed a trailer.
They showed some stuff, yeah. That's because that's how they knew MODOK was in it.
Yeah, and then
But he'll be a variant. Like, he'll be a Kang variant. They've already kind of said, like, he looks different then. What a role for Jonathan Majors to be able to like sink his teeth into and be different every movie.
Yeah, because he killed it as He Who Remains. He did really well.
I want to go back and watch Loki again.
Same. I actually kind of wanted to as well, but yeah, it was fuck. I'm excited. I'm excited how he's gonna do it, man.
Yeah, we also got news that the Russos are not involved in the Avengers.
Ugh.
Yeah, I wonder who they're going to get, because so Avengers, Kang Dynasty, and Secret Wars will be shot back to back, like Infinity War and
Yeah.
but
Endgame.
to get all the effects done, they've got to shoot this like 2 years in advance, right? So they're going to have to start shooting. Like I'm thinking
Next year.
November 2023, like around Christmas time, because it'll take a year and a half for the first movie to come out from that. So it'll take them 6 months to do 2 movies. It usually takes about 3 months a movie. So then the first, well, and they probably won't shoot all of it like one at a time, right? Because for budget, they'll combine movies for shots.
Right.
So yeah, like that, as like if they start shooting at the end of 2023, beginning of 2024, they'll really only have 18 months to get the first one out, and that's including effects.
So then what do you think's going to get pushed and what's not going to get pushed? That's the question.
Well, I feel like they start shooting like summer next year. To get that
That's
all.
a lot. That's a lot to...
Well,
yeah.
I've seen a lot of reports like this is a huge gamble for Marvel because of releasing 2 Avengers movies in the same year, 6 months apart. Because there's so much, like like this budget's going to be $500 million just for these 2 movies.
Easily. Minimum.
And then
that. Minimum.
you're gonna need someone like the Russo brothers or Spielberg or someone of that caliber who can handle that big of a project. Like Peter Jackson. Like, is Peter Jackson interested in, like, why is he never a name we've brought up as doing a superhero movie, right?
Yeah, I guess that's true. I mean, it is true.
Like, he shot all the Lord of the Rings at once.
Yeah, but didn't it almost kill him?
Sure.
Yeah.
But he's had 20 years off now.
That is true.
Yeah, you know what? That's weird. I've never ever heard someone like I'm sure it's happened before, but I've never seen Peter Jackson suggested for a Marvel property. Like what he would be good for.
Oh man, he did
Yeah, I don't
Mortal
know.
Engines? I didn't know that.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. That's weird. Anyways, if you have a suggestion of what Peter Jackson would be good for as a Marvel director, let us know. Or who you think should have directed the Avengers.
Yeah.
Joss Whedon. What? Zack Snyder. What?
Absolutely never again.
Ben Affleck. Oh, you know what? Okay, so let's wrap this up. So 2 things left. Kevin Feige supports Ryan Gosling as Ghost Rider, and Ryan Gosling apparently supports himself being Ghost Rider. As someone asked him afterwards, he's like, "Yeah, I'll be Ghost Rider."
Yeah.
I would be fine with that. Gosling's, despite the Notebook problem, Gosling's a good actor. I'm not sure he's a Johnny Blaze type, but he could be a Danny Ketch. I feel like that's more his style. But yeah, so maybe they've already match made and that's what's gonna happen. Last thing is that I didn't put in here, but before Comic-Con happened, there was a report that Henry Cavill was going to be at the WB.
Yes.
Oh, we didn't talk about that either. Fuck. He was going to be at the WB panel for DC. He was not.
I saw the.
And I've also
around.
I've also seen reports now that it's the exact opposite. That Henry Cavill is not interested in being Superman at all anymore. And WB has tried repeatedly to get him to come back, and he has said no. Whether that's because they keep jerking him around. He also didn't like the direction of the way they were taking Superman in Zack Snyder's verse. He actually he's been on record saying he likes the Whedon version better for his character.
No.
Yeah. How Whedon treated him in Justice League.
Damn it.
But at the Black Adam announcement or whatever, Dwayne Johnson said that Henry Cavill is the Superman that should be in the universe. So I don't know, like maybe that's just like
Wow.
Rock reaching out to Cal, like, come play in our universe again. I
Yep.
don't know. But let's talk about the Black Adam trailer before we sign off. God, I hope this movie is fucking good.
That's basically kind of where I'm at right
the
now.
new trailer looked really good again.
Yeah.
Please be fucking good.
Yeah, please be good. You know what? I don't know. I think, like I said before, I'm a little bit worried that The Rock has a fair amount of producing on this movie. So there's a lot of money, of his own money, obviously getting floated around.
Yeah.
I don't know if he would let it be terrible,
Oh,
but I just can't see it being like,
bad.
I don't know. I can't see me going watch it and then being like, this is actually the best DC movie I've maybe ever seen. Like, it's not a hard toss.
The one thing that worries me about, like, The Rock is a perfect Black Adam, I assume. But the one thing that worries me about it being The Rock is that he has previously said he will never be in a movie that has a downer ending. He wants his fans to be happy when they leave, like, that it's a happy ending. And I feel like that is detrimental to, well, one, movie making, and two, like, Black Adam's an anti-hero. He could possibly have a downer ending until the next sequel. Like, don't let that dictate where the character goes, of like, you have to have a happy ending to the movies you're in. So
Yeah,
it's kind of the one thing that worries me about it, but other than that, like, I'm sure it'll be entertaining.
Yeah, definitely entertaining. I mean, I'm hoping that the WB kind of puts their big boy pants on and like does the due diligence of,
Look, Mom, I put my big boy pants on.
yeah, like, that, kind of steer them in the right direction. Like, we understand it's your money, but it's our property, so just,
Yeah, I mean, look at Joker. That was a fucking downer ending. Like,
yeah, no problem. Everyone
that made
had a great
$1
time.
billion.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Okay, well, so that was a lot this week.
So much stuff.
Yeah. Thanks for watching and listening to us drone on about nonsense. We'll be back again next week, I guess. Probably, sure. Anyways,
Yes.
thanks. Later.
Bye.